right, welcome in. We have a different one today. I haven't done one of these before, and it's kind of just going to be like a mid-year check-in of where I'm at with books, with my goals, with like authors I want to be reading, books I want to be reading, that kind of thing. So let me look. Now that I think about it, that I've just said that, I don't know what my Goodreads goal is, and I'm not signed in on my computer and don't know my password and whatnot. So as far as Goodreads my Goodreads goal goes, I'm just gonna put a picture of where I'm at because I know I'm close. I know I have the ability to finish it this year as long as I like stay going at the rate I'm going. So please shush. I'm not too worried about that. So that's all I'm going to say on Goodreads goals. What I wanted to do was go back to my video that I made at the beginning of 2024. I made a 24 books I want to read in 2024. I don't even remember the books that are on there, but I want to go through those and see if A, I've read any, or B, I want to take any off and add different ones on. You feel? Great. So I need to pull that up, first of all. While I'm looking for this, bookshelf and room updates, I'm going to be getting a reading chair soon because it is my birthday coming up on Friday. Thank you. August 2nd. I'm going to be getting a reading chair because I wanted to make this corner of my room like a reading corner, just literally because there's no other corner to do it in. Because I'm just like, I use every single area of this room. So my bed is gonna have to move this way more and hoping to put the chair in that corner. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it works out to where I can like start filming more in that corner. Anyways, I can start filming more in that corner and not just right here on my bed. But who knows? I'm so bad at like spatial decorating in my room. Like I don't know how to decorate things so everything flows well because it could be just like really dark and depressing in there. I don't know. There's only so much I can do in this room because it's got slanted ceilings. So when it comes in on Friday. I'm going to take a video and get y'all's help because I would love for someone to tell me how to decorate my room correctly. Okay, so I'm on the video. Oof, oh my God, I look different. My hair is dark in that video. Let me speed this bitch up. Okay, the first book I read. That's 1 for 1 so far. Okay, next in it was the entire series of Throne of Glass, which I'm on the tandem read. So we're doing good. So far, we're 2 for 2 in goals because I'm currently reading it right now. And I would like to actually read it this next month in August. So, okay. I literally said I don't think it's going to take me the next 10 months. When did I post this? 5 months ago. I don't know what that is. I said it would be great to do Crescent City. That's gonna be book number 1 off the list. Hate to say it. So I need to make a note. Let me organize myself. Oop. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you every single one of them. I'm gonna surprise you at the end. If like how many I've read, how many I haven't read. I'm like genuinely impressed with myself on how many of these I've actually read. There's an ad. I'm getting somewhere though. I'm getting to the juicy bits. I literally got tired doing that. I got sleepy doing that. Okay, out of I for some reason said 26 books instead of 24 books I want to read because I miscounted and was doing an extra book. So out of 26 books that I said, okay, I was more impressed than I should have been. I've read 8. And one of them is Throne of Glass and I didn't finish. So 1 was Love Redesigned. I read that a really long time ago. It was okay. Didn't love it, but like it was good. Throne of Glass was 2. I am, like I just said, on the tandem read. Number 3, Crescent City. That's absolutely coming off. I'm not reading that this year. I would be shocked if I finished Throne of Glass this year at the rate I'm going. I feel like the year is almost over because in my mind I'm like prepping for Halloween and fall, which means year is almost over, but it's literally not even August yet. So like I need to calm down. Crescent City's for sure coming out though. 4 was 7 Year Slip. Read that one. Loved it. 5-star read. 5 was Abby Jimenez in general. Look at me. I've read 5 out of the 6 Abby Jimenez books that I own. I'm impressed with myself for that. The only one I haven't read yet is Happy Ever After playlist or Happily Ever After. I don't know. But one of my new favorite authors now. So I'm glad I put her on there. Okay, 6 was Powerless. Read it. Loved it, obviously. That was a 5-star read for me. Next was Rebecca Yaros's Contemporary Romances because obviously Fourth Wing was my favorite book in the entire world. So I wanted to read her romances and I have not done that yet. So I'm going to leave that on there though. Funny Story was next. Read it. I thought it was average. It was like a 3.5 for me. but I read it. A Little Life. I don't know if I'll get to it this year or not. Still, like, in my head, I'm, like, out of time, but I have so much time. So I'm going to keep it on there because I still want to read it, like, really badly. Next is Wonderland. I have a couple of, like, these random horror books on here, and I think I'm going to take some of the horror books off, but that one I'm going to leave on. I think I have 3 random horror ones on here, and I'm going to leave that one on. Then the Mindfuck series, which I just purchased and is one of my favorite series ever. I fucking ate that shit up, and I gave it a 5-star for the series as a whole. Next is Ghosted. I don't even own it yet. I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited, but I still want to read it. It's not like as high up in my priority as some of these other books are, but may come off. I may leave it. I don't know. Say You Swear is next, and I did actually buy it. She's down there. I do own it, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it anytime soon. Next is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I don't know. I have 2 Alice Feeney books on here, and that one might come off. I might leave the other one. The next is The Way I Used to Be, which, if I read A Little Life, it'll be in a reading vlog of, like, reading sad books for the week, and that will be also read. So I'm going to leave it on there because I think I'm going to read it too. And I have the first and the second one, so who knows. Okay, House of Leaves. This is that weird book. If you don't know anything about it, go look it up because I can't show you anymore because it's not in my hand. It's back there. I've owned this book since the beginning of my reading journey and just, like, super intimidated by it. Very interesting though, and I really want to read it this year, so I'm gonna leave it on because I think it would make for a fun reading vlog. So we'll see. Next is staying on there purely because Logan would yell at me. I can literally feel in my bones the text she would send me so fast if I said I was taking this off. But it's Daisy Jones and the Six. It's not even a long book. I just need to read it. And Suki Waterhouse is in it, and so I need to see the show, and we're going to go see Suki this year. And I love Suki. Okay, next, I read Normal People. Y'all know how I feel about Normal People. It literally destroyed me. It ate me up from the inside out. So that was like a 5-star, life-changing book for me. Okay, next, I put Pet Sematary on here, mostly just because I wanted to get into Stephen King in general. I don't feel that need right now. I really don't. Maybe in a couple months, like during spooky season, I might feel that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. See, these books are hard. It's hard to make a list for the whole year because obviously I read more thrillers and spooky books during spooky season, and then I read a bunch of romances in the beginning of the year. So that's why some of the romances have been crossed off, you know? And why none of the thrillers really have been crossed off. But I don't know. I might leave. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna leave for right now and then we'll see. All right, next is, I think, one of the horror ones that I'm gonna take off for right now, and that's Cotton Candy Massacre. It's just a horror novel that I've been wanting to read, but I think I'm gonna take it off and replace it with something in a minute. And then next, another horrors, We Need to Do Something. It's gonna come off for now. Next is staying on Six of Crows. I definitely want to read that this year. I don't know if it'll happen, but I definitely want to. And then there's Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. That's another thriller. I think I'm gonna leave this one on because I do want to read that one. Danny's getting antsy in the cage. I'm coming, Danny girl. Give me a minute. Next, I don't know if I'm gonna get to this. Mugs, please. But it's Binding 13. I was really looking forward to reading that earlier in the year, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not in a huge hurry to read it right now. Next, I had By a Thread, or like any Lucy Score book really, but By a Thread was what I wanted to start with. I just haven't read any Lucy Score, and now that summer is leaving, I'm sorry, just ignore Danny for a second. She'll probably calm down in a second. Now that summer is almost over, I'm probably not going to read that many romances, so she's probably going to come off for right now. And then one of the extras was a Book of the Month book. It was Ready or Not. That shit's not going to get read, so I'm just going to take off 26 because I don't need that many books. Okay, so I'm going to replace, I have 24 here. I've read 8. I have 25 here. I've read 8. I'm going to replace Crescent City with the new book coming out. What is it? Hannah Grace's new book. I don't remember what it's called. Dream? Is the word dream in it? I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to put Hannah Grace because I know which book I'm talking about. That new release is coming out soon. And then I'm going to keep in Rebecca's romance books. Little Life Can Stay. I'm going to take out Daisy Darker and replace it with Pucking Sweet because that comes out in September and I'm very excited to read that. That's one of my favorite series ever. I truthfully need my Goodreads for this because I'm having a hard time remembering what I want to read. Ooh, okay. I literally forgot about a couple big ones. All right, so I'm taking off Cotton Candy Massacre and I'm putting on When the Moon Hatched. I've heard so much about that book and it's huge. So it's like super intimidating, but I really, really want to read it. And I also want to read, okay, I'm taking off We Need to Do Something for Butcher and Blackbird. It's giving me similar vibes to the Mindfuck series. I don't think it's the same at all, really, but apparently it's like a kind of like a comedy romance about serial killers, something like that. And that really intrigued me, because people are saying it's really good. I heard the second one wasn't that good, but I still really want to read it. So that is now on my list of wanting to read. I need to replace Binding 13 and Buy a Thread. Okay, I think another like series, like fantasy-ish that I want to get into is The Cruel Prince. I don't know. Tell me if that's worth it to start reading, because I feel like I hear a lot of, oh, nope, taking it off. I just forgot. Hold on. I'm going back. Cruel Prince. Instead of that, I'm putting The Serpent, Wings in the Night. I don't know. That book. I'm sure you know what it is. The Serpent, let me see what it actually is called. The Serpent and the Wings of Night? In Night? I don't know. That's going on there, because I've heard a lot about that. Okay, if I can fucking find what I'm doing. All right, and then Buy a Thread is coming off and Zodiac Academy is going on. I feel like I just keep hearing about the Zodiac Academy, and there's so many books, so it's super intimidating, but that's going on the list. Okay, I think I have it down. It's not in order, but here's my new added list. Let me see, actually. Okay, so that leaves me with 17 books I still want to read or start before the end of 2024. Daydream. That's the Hannah Grace book, I think. Right? Yeah, Daydream. Why is there not a picture? That cover's definitely out. It's purple. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Daydream is the Hannah Grace book that I really want to read when it comes out. But I didn't love Wildfire, so like it's not as high on the list. I would say like the top ones I want to start at some point are Butcher and Blackbird, When the Moon Hatched, Serpent of the Wings in Night, whatever the fuck that is, and then like Pucking Sweet and maybe Zodiac Academy and Finishing Code of Glass. Those are like top ones, but I'll run through real quick what I still have to read. Daydream, romance, written by Rebecca Yarros, like any of her romance. A Little Life, Wonderland, Ghosted, Say You Swear, Pucking Sweet, The Way I Used to Be, House of Leaves, Daisy Jones, Pet Sematary, or any Stephen King, When the Moon Hatched, Butcher and Blackbird, Six of Crows, Good Bad Girl, Serpent of Wings and Night, something, and the Zodiac Academy. Okay, that's a lot, and I thought I did better than that, I'm not gonna lie. So mid-year check-in, not great. I didn't even do half of them. But it's okay, because we don't care around here. We're mood readers. We're not going to kill ourselves to read these books. So like overall, a lot of good books still to come. I feel like there's just constant books that I haven't even touched yet, that I am like so excited, potential 5 reads, those kind of things, that I haven't even begun to think about reading yet. I need to get through like one thing at a time. I need to get through Throne of Glass. That is like #1 priority for me, is I need to get through Throne of Glass before the end of the year. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be so upset with myself, genuinely. Overall, mid-year, from the books that I've read, I've found a lot of 5 stars, 4.75s. Let me count the amount of 5 stars I've had this year. I feel like I've discovered a lot about my reading type and like what I like to read. I've found more fantasy, that kind of thing. So, okay, so far I have 6 new 5-star reads. That's not bad. I feel like 5-star reads are pretty rare to come across, and 6 in half a year is not bad. I also do, I hate to say it, I do foresee myself rereading ACOTAR this year. I've just been like itching to do it. I want to reread ACOTAR. I want to reread Manacled. I want to reread the Mindfuck series, mostly to like go back in and like really annotate a lot, but mostly ACOTAR. That's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you. The mid-year check-in is done. I'm like, could be happier with what I've done, but can't complain, I guess. So let me know how your mid-year check-in's going and if you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.